Alright guys, what's up? Gonna make a short video today about why play is key to building skills. Okay, this kind of ties into what I talked about yesterday and what I've talked about in the past, but a lot of people are taking their learning too seriously. They're trying very hard to learn things. And when you try really hard to learn things, you actually don't end up learning as much. And what I mean by that is when you let go of trying to learn something and just engage with the skill, just enjoy the skill, you actually end up learning a lot more. So I'm going to talk about why play is so important for actually learning, actually building skills. So number one, enjoyment. Like I said, when you're enjoying something, you want to engage with it more. You feel it more deeply, okay? You actually, are living with it, okay? Living in the moment with it. And that's when you can actually learn more. That's where your brain starts to absorb things a lot. It's kind of like a child, playing like a video game. They get so good at video games so quickly, they're 100% absorbed in the video game. I think the mistake a lot of adults make is that they are so focused on like winning a game, or they're so focused on getting this certain outcome that they forget to enjoy the moment, which is what is actually going to bring you the improvement, what is actually going to keep you engaged with the material over the long run, right? Like winning is great. Winning is one reason that you may try to improve at something. But what's actually going to keep you sticking with your skill, what's actually going to keep you improving is that fundamental enjoyment when you're doing it, right? Okay, number two, start learning more haphazardly. Like, it's great to have a plan, it's great to have a direction, but sometimes it's okay to just, in this one, try new things and learn haphazardly. It's okay if you're working on something and you're halfway through it and you get bored and you want to try something else within your skill, just go for it. You can always come back to that one thing, okay? It's okay. Like, you should be focusing on things you have motivation for. Now, I'm not saying that you should have no structure whatsoever. Okay, I'm going to talk about that later. But I want you to let go a little bit within your skill. Learn to, again, play with it more. Hop between ideas, hop between things you're doing. Okay? That'll keep your motivation higher. And again, it's all about actually engaging with the present moment, playing with the skill. And when you're doing a variety of things in the skill, it's a lot easier to keep enjoying them because you're not getting so bored, right? You're not over focusing on any one thing. You're kind of, going around and seeing what everything is about, exploring, right? So yeah, next one. Explore ideas. Right? Another thing that's going to stop you from improving is having very like a rigid mindset or a very rigid logic system about your skill. A lot of times things on the surface seem one way, and then when you learn deeper and you get more advanced within your skill, you realize that they're a lot more nuanced than that, and they're often exactly opposite of what you originally thought, right? So you need to keep an open mind. You need to keep exploring new ideas, listening to new people about your skill, trying different things, okay? Playing with the skill, enjoying it, right? Playing. Be willing to be willing to lose temporarily for more gains in the future, right? When you're playing with new ideas and you explore new ideas, your performance may take a dip initially and then rise back up. Okay, you need to keep that in mind with this strategy. Because again, like I said, adults tend to get so focused on winning that they forget to explore new ideas. And when you stop exploring and you stop playing and you stop engaging with your skill deeply, that's when you start to lose and you stop actually improving. So yeah, all of this is because I want you to engage with your skill deeply. Okay, I want you to feel your skill. I want you to breathe your skill. There was another like saying for it, but I forgot. But anyways, the point is, if you want to learn something, you have to be fully 100% engaged with it, especially as an adult. Like with kids, they just learn more quickly, right? Their brain is more plastic. But adults, you really have to create this scenario where the skill is really fun and you're enjoying it and you're engaged with it and you're trying new things and you're constantly thinking about it. That's how you're going to improve. And if you don't feel that way about your skill, well, there's probably a couple things that are going wrong, but the main thing I'll say, it's probably not a skill you actually have motivation for. So once again, this is like the most fundamental concept I talk about on my channel, is actually learning things that you are fundamentally interested in as a person, okay? So when you're engaging with those kinds of skills that you actually enjoy and you're not so focused on just winning, but more engaging in the moment and playing with the skill, those are the things that you can really improve on quickly. So yeah, I guess it's a little opposite from what people might think, which again is true when you're learning almost anything. A lot of time things are the opposite. So it's like the harder you try to improve, the harder you're focused on just winning, the less you're actually going to improve in the long run. And the less you focus on winning and the more you focus on, now when I say trying to improve, I mean like forcing it. You don't want to force it. You don't want to be like, I 100% need to learn this this exact way. But of course, trying to improve is a good thing. But when you're focused not on just winning, but you're just focused on exploring the skills and improving your skills, okay? Focused on improving things, that's okay. But not forcing improvement. Then you'll actually improve a lot. Then you'll actually be able to outpace other people. And the next thing, you also need structure. So you can't just be haphazardly doing your skill 100%, right? I do see people run into this as well, where they have no structure, no routine whatsoever, and they're just completely haphazardly engaging with their skill. Like if they're playing a video game, they're only playing the game. They're never analyzing. They're never, watching tutorials. They're never reading anything about it, right? You also need a structure that allows for play. Okay, so play within structure. So what I mean by that too is like have a direction you're going with your skill, know where you want to go. Okay, have maybe goals set within your skill, and then within, that framework, play. Okay, so if you're just completely haphazard and you have no structure whatsoever and you're never doing anything that's a little boring, like for example drilling or reading flashcards or studying, things that are a little boring and tedious, then you're not going to improve that much. So there's definitely two sides of the coin. But the point of this video is that you need to be playing within the skill. You need to be enjoying it and engaging deeply with the skill. Yeah, and you see these kind of concepts like come up all over the place. Like, for example, I was teaching English to children for a little over a year. And one thing that I learned very quickly is children love to play, right? And it's great for children to play and have fun. But if you just let them do whatever and there's no structure, there's no boundary for them to play in, they don't actually enjoy it very much, right? There's no like direction that they're heading. There's no sense of like safety for the children. But if you actually create like a boundary, like a structure of what's okay and what's not okay and where we're heading, then they enjoy it way more. I think it's the same for skills. When you have that structure where it's like, I'm training for this competition, or I'm trying to, eventually take this test or whatever it is, and you kind of have that direction. And while you're heading towards that direction, you allow yourself to play along the way. I think that's kind of the most efficient way to learn skills. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions about this, please leave a comment. As always, guys, if you have any question at all, I will make a video specifically for you. And yeah, anyways, guys, thank you and see you in the next video. Have a great day.